On November 12, 1974, a giant sperm whale was blown up after getting beached in Florence. The explosive event forever changed the community, and today they gathered to accept the wrongdoings of the incident while also celebrating the whale's memory. KZI 9 News reporter Noah Chavez was at the Exploding Whale Day celebrations and shows us why the community feels they are forever tied to the whale.
The tale of the exploding whale can be found across the community of Florence, but also much of Lane County. Why not take a trip to Florence's Exploding Whale Memorial Park or watch a Eugene Exploding Whales baseball game? But on Sunday, the Florence community held Exploding Whale Day, with people coming from near and far to mark the 54th anniversary of the whale's explosion.
We really wanted to bring a new direction and a new storyline and really celebrate the whale, celebrate each other, celebrate learning from our mistakes and kindness. And so that's what Oregon is about.
I don't like the idea that they blew up the whale, and I just don't see why. But I like the idea that they're celebrating the memory of the whale. They're celebrating it. They're making it so this whale was special. We're sorry that we blew it up, but we're celebrating it.
For those who haven't heard of the whale's tale, back in November of 1970, a large sperm whale was beached in Florence with no clear way of removing it. State highway workers who managed the beach decided it would be practical to blow the carcass up using dynamite for an easier cleanup. Instead, things went horribly wrong.
So when they blew up the whale and the pieces started to rain down, the only piece that came as far as us was the one that eventually hit our car. The rest of the pieces were falling in front of us in the crowd that was running in every direction. And I would say at least 24 pieces the size of the piece that hit our car, which was probably about 300 pounds.
The events of that fateful explosion forever captured by television reporter Paul Lindman.
I don't pretend to know why it's still being talked about. I honestly don't know. I know it's a very unusual thing and never happened before, never happened again.
Who knew that that blasted blubber beyond all believable bounds would leave such an impact on the coastal community? The people I spoke with say, while infamous, they've been made all the better by the whale's explosive demise.
There's not a ton going on here, and I mean an exploding whale that spews giant chunks of blubber everywhere is pretty exciting, you know? I think it's hilarious and awesome.
I've had people that from all over the world that friends know that have heard about the whale being blown up in Florence. So, yeah, it's by far a phenomenon that has just gone on since 54 years ago when I was 14 years old.
Forever united by the infamous incident, those who witnessed the event embrace the mark it's had on history.
But this, literally for 54 years, people have talked to me about it, want to talk about it in the grocery store, international media. I mean, the BBC loves the exploding whale. They do them all the time. And it's just never gone away. And there was a period when I was kind of tired of it, and I didn't have a real good attitude about it. And then somebody said, a good friend of mine said, "Why don't you shut up?" He said, "Most of us won't be remembered for anything. You'll be remembered for something."
Reporting in Florence, Noah Chavez, KZI 9 News.